Welcome back, friends. Now we're going to look at the exam structure of paper 2, that is your reading exam, worth 50 marks and an overall 50% of the grade. So in this exam, you're given 2 compulsory sections that you have to solve in 1 hour, 45 minutes. And yes, this is an extra 15 minutes as compared to paper 1, which you may not think is a lot of time, but believe me, 15 minutes can do a lot. I encourage you to use these extra 10 to 15 minutes for rechecking your answers, because as we write the exam, there are a lot of mistakes we make because we're in a rush, obviously, and these end up costing us a lot of marks. All right, I'm done scaring you, friends. I promise that's as scary as I get. Now let's move on and begin to look at what this paper has to offer. Now, coming to section 1 firstly, this is the reading for ideas section, and this is the summary writing exercise divided into 2 parts. Part A is your content points worth 12 marks, and Part B is the actual summary worth 10 marks. What you basically have to do in this section is to read the passage provided in the insert. This will be passage 1, and it will usually be a factual text. Now you have to pick out relevant points addressing the question of perhaps advantages and disadvantages or cause and effect, etc., that sort of thing. And then you have to compile these points into a summary that is 150 to 180 words long. In this section, you are tested on the following assessment objectives. Reading objective 5, select for specific purposes. And this, of course, alludes to the content points exercise where you have to select relevant content points. And now you have 2 reading objectives. Reading objective 2, number 2 is sequence facts, ideas, and opinions. And number 3, use a range of appropriate vocabulary. And these are the same ones tested in paper 1 that we've already looked at. Now we want to move on to question 2 of the reading for ideas section. This is the question that is a short answer format, and it is worth 3 marks. It usually asks you to pick out examples of different functions in a text. So it will ask you to give examples of the writer's opinions, or a piece of advice, or criticism, or a warning. And this basically corresponds to reading objective 3, that is, analyze, evaluate, and develop facts, ideas, and opinions. Lastly, we now come to section 2, reading for meaning. And this also asks you to read a passage, usually narrative in nature, and then answer around 7 short answer and multiple choice questions worth a total of 25 marks. In this section, you are tested on the following. R1, demonstrate understanding of explicit meanings. R2, demonstrate understanding of implicit meanings and attitudes. R3, analyze, develop, and evaluate facts, ideas, and opinions. And finally, R4, demonstrate understanding of how writers achieve effects. I have an entire module based on these assessment objectives where we look at different types of comprehension questions and also look at solving strategies together. That wraps it up for this video, you guys, and also for this introductory module as a whole. So the purpose was to get situated and be clear on the grading breakdown and criteria before we move on to the fun parts. Now, I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I will leave you now to go about the rest of your day, or hop on over to the next module to continue learning with me. See you all very soon.